So I'm going to break down exactly what Airbnb management is because a lot of people online don't explain how simple this business model is. They try to overcomplicate things, use all these crazy complicated words. I'm going to break it down very simply so you fully understand what it is and how powerful it actually is. So in a nutshell, Airbnb management is simply us providing a service to a landlord and solving a problem for them. And that service is a short-term rental management service. We go to a landlord and we offer our services to run the property as a short-term rental, and we'll cover everything: cleaning, guest communication, maintenance, full end service that they don't have to do a thing. And some of you are probably thinking, why would any landlord choose to do this? Why don't they just do it themselves? What's the benefit for the landlord? Some of the main benefits is that they can see anywhere from 30 to 50% higher income than if they were doing it themselves, or run it as a long term let. Another main thing is that they don't have to worry about these new tenancy regulations coming in. For example, in Ireland and the UK, they're forcing landlords into a 6 year tenancy lock in that they can't change tenants, and there's rent caps. And there's a lot of landlords selling their properties because of this. So they don't want anything to do with that. So when they do short term rental, specifically with us, they avoid all these new regulations coming in. Another major benefit is that it's completely hands off. So there's no work, there's no stress. They don't have to do a tap of work. And they get paid more than if they're doing it on long term and doing a lot of work with that. A couple of other benefits: that there's professional cleaning after every stay, regular inspections so the property is actually protected. We don't lock landlords into a 12-month contract. We give them flexibility that they can leave whenever they want, given that there's a notice period. And another thing is that we have year-round occupancy, so we don't just rely on peak season and summer season. We have corporate bookings, professional staying, people relocating to the area that are looking for medium-term stays as well. So we can guarantee the landlord year-round occupancy and higher income while protecting our asset. It's a no-brainer for a lot of landlords. And the powerful thing about this is we don't sign any leases. We don't even pay to get these properties. We are just managing it and providing the service and solving the problem for the landlord. So we don't take on any leases, mortgages, deposits, nothing. We can literally do this for free and acquire the landlords for free and provide the service. It's essentially 90 to 100% profit margins because we don't have to take on anything that we have to pay for. All the bills, all the expenses are the landlord's responsibilities. Just to give you a bit of perspective of how well this performs. This month in our Irish portfolio, we made 32.5k in revenue, and we take a 20% cut of that. So that's about €6,500 of clean profit to us. Because again, we don't have any leases, no bills, expenses, nothing. So that's just for managing that property. Again, this is why this business model is so powerful. 6.5k from properties we don't own, didn't pay any money to acquire, and don't have to worry about all the stress of leases, mortgages, deposits, none of that. We optimize the listings and get guests in by our advertisement on these channels, and that's where we make our revenue. We have three channels of lead acquisition. Number one is meta leads. Number two is live listings, so off the likes of OpenRent, Gumtree, Rightmove, or wherever the property listing websites are in the specific country you're looking at. So lastly is lead scraping tools such as Apify to scrape leads that we can get deals out of. We then systemize the whole business with different softwares, so this doesn't become a second job. We want to automate everything as much as possible, so we don't have to worry about guests checking in, guest communication, guests looking for Wi-Fi codes, or even worrying about pricing on a daily basis. So the Hostway is our PMS, which synchronizes all our listings together, so there's no double bookings. We can automate guest communication, tasks for cleaners, everything inside of this. Price Labs automates our pricing strategy based off supply and demand in the area. So we can rely on this to make sure we're maximizing the ROI for our landlord and not leaving any money on the table. The whole team within our company uses Notions for all file storages, SOPs, and in guest communication would be in the likes of Discord and WhatsApp. So we have group chats within the team of cleaners, maintenance, and staff members. And we automate most of our business with Zapier. So anything that's coming into the business, whether it's a lead from Meta, whether it's a deal closed, whether it's even a booking from our direct booking platform, it all comes in through this where we can see all the details. And lastly, we have our own internal portal where staff members can log in, but more importantly, landlords can log in and see how their property is performing. They get a full P&L for the month. They get breakdowns of exactly what's coming in, what's going out, and they get a PDF, and they get an automated PDF sent to them at the end of every month of the performance of their property. So that's Airbnb management in a nutshell. It's not an overcomplicated business model. You don't need crazy amount of money to get started. You just need to know how to speak to landlords and how to provide a service to solve the problems that they're having. Most landlords nowadays are having major problems with what's going on in the rental market in long-term rentals. If you can provide a full-end short-term rental management service to landlords, so saving them time and removing headache, they're 100% going to go with that option over the alternative of maybe selling or just continuing with long-term rentals.